If you've ever been to St. Petersburg, Russia, I'm guessing you've probably wondered, wow, how long are these metro escalators? While I don't have the ability to measure directly, we can measure them with my stopwatch. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I can bring to you today the fruit of my many hours of labor. When I first came to St. Petersburg, I was immediately stunned and fascinated by the extreme length of St. Petersburg's metro escalators, the longest in the world. St. Petersburg's metro system was opened in 1955 and currently has 72 stations on 5 total lines. According to Wikipedia, the system exhibits many typical Soviet designs and features exquisite decorations and artwork, making it one of the most attractive and elegant metros in the world. Due to the city's unique geology, the St. Petersburg Metro is also one of the deepest metro systems in the world and the deepest by the average depth of all the stations. Serving about 2 million passengers daily, it is the 26th busiest metro system in the world. In my research for this video, I came across a fun fact, although I'm not entirely sure if it's still accurate. Did you know that the longest continuous escalator in the world is one of 3 built in the deep underground stations of the St. Petersburg Metro? Ploshchad Lenina, Admiralteyskaya, and Chernyshevskaya. These escalators are 138 meters long, which is 453 feet, and 69 meters high, which is 226 feet. To give people back home an idea of how long these escalators actually were, I decided to time one. Naturally, this increased my curiosity to compare that time with other escalator times, so I timed another. Then I decided to time the escalator at each station I came across in my daily life. And eventually, I gave in and decided I'd time them all. Timing each escalator required me to exit the station, therefore I had to use another ride on my card. Luckily, it's not expensive to ride the metro. At the time in 2007, it was only 14 rubles, roughly 55 cents. It's currently 60 rubles, roughly 81 cents. But the exchange rate is much different now than it was then, about 25.5 rubles per dollar compared to about 75 rubles per dollar now. To time the escalator, all I did was begin my stopwatch as soon as I stepped on, then stop the watch as soon as I stepped off. I did not change steps throughout the duration. I realize time is a relative thing. The escalator isn't necessarily longer if you're traveling on it at a slower rate. However, I've found the rates for each escalator to be pretty much the same. And every time I've gone back and retimed an escalator, it has always been the same time, give or take a second. Bear in mind, there are several stations that are not deeply located underground, so they don't have escalators. These stations include the following. Some stations have multiple escalators or exits, for example, Ploshchad Lenina, Nevsky Prospect, Moskovskaya, so those escalators will be counted separately. Also, several of the stations have 2 escalators, or an escalator and an inclined sidewalk, that you need to ascend to get to the ground level. The times presented for those stations will include that. Those stations are the following. And lastly, there are quite a few stations that have an additional set of steps to climb or descend along with an escalator. Therefore, they are actually deeper than what the times reflect. Those stations include the following. Without further ado, here are the results. Just pause the video if you'd like to spend more time on any of these. Starting from places 61 through 70, then places 51 through 60, and now places 41 through 50. Now we see places 31 through 40. Moving into the top 30, we have places 21 through 30. And now we have places 12 through 20. We start with place 12 because place 9 had a 3-way tie. Then you'll notice here there are a lot of ties for 13th place. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the top 11 spots. We'll start with number 9 because we have a three-way tie. In 9th place, Politechnicheskaya, Lomonosovskaya, Akademicheskaya. For 7th place, we also have a tie between two stations. The first is Chernyshevskaya. Next, Ploshchad Lenina, the north exit. 6th place, Ploshchad Lenina, the Vokzal exit. And now our top 5. Starting at number 5, Komendansky Prospekt. At number 4, Международная. Number 3, Bukharestskaya. Number 2, we have Proletarskaya, which is one of the stations that has 2 escalators that you have to ascend for a total time of 3 minutes 9 seconds. And now, number 1, we have another station that has 2 escalators, but these 2 escalators blow everybody else out of the water. Ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't even close. Number 1, Admiralteyskaya. At Metro Station Admiralteyskaya, you'll be riding an escalator for a grand total of 4 minutes. And it's a popular station too, because it's located right near the Hermitage, Palace Square, Nevsky Prospekt, the Admiralty, and the Neva River. Tell you what, it might also be interesting for you to see the escalator times grouped by line. So here you go. Just pause the video if you'd like to spend more time on any of these. We'll start with the original and the line with the prettiest stations, line 1, the red line. Then, at just 2 minutes and 6 seconds, the line with the shortest average escalator time, line 2, the blue line. Now, the line that I call home, line 3, the green line. Next, currently the shortest line, but at 2 minutes 41 seconds, it boasts the longest average escalator time, line 4, the orange line. And the line with both the longest and the shortest escalator ride, line 5, the purple line. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video because it is definitely the one that took me the longest to make. Getting all the data took a long time. In the future, I hope to have more videos involving the St. Petersburg Metro. It's one of my favorite things about living here. Marianne and I are trying to grow our channel, so we'd appreciate it if you subscribed and shared this or any other video of ours. You can also help out by liking and commenting.
Осторожно! Двери закрываются. Следующая станция Приморская.